Well, tell you what. Now, to balance the scale, I'd like to talk about some things that bring us together. Things that point out our similarities instead of our differences. Because that's all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. That's all the media and the politicians are ever talking about, the things that separate us, things that make us different from one another. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing, happens to work. You know, anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything you can do, keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank. You know how I describe the economic and social classes in this country? The upper class keeps all of the money, pays none of the taxes. The middle class pays all of the taxes, does all of the work. The poor are there just to scare the shit out of the middle class. Keep them showing up at those jobs. So stirring up the shit is something I like to do from time to time, but I won't.
Hey, how we feeling? We good? Yeah, this is awesome, man. I hate how comfortable y'all are. Like, I feel like we just forgot about the pandemic and we just like, fuck it, we back outside. This is stupid. We beat COVID, didn't we? No, we didn't. Stop clapping. We stopped believing in that shit like the boogeyman. That's all we did. It's not real if we don't look at it. That's all we did. Fuck, we don't, like, we was like, that was like, I think the only time in our lives we was concerned about our health on a consistent basis. Now, we don't give a fuck no more. I call COVID, I was like the person in a zombie movie that got bit but didn't want to tell nobody. I'm just walking around like, fuck, you okay? I'm gonna go look for some supplies, I'll be back. I was making shit up when I had COVID. I had a bad sore throat. I was like, man, I probably was just talking too much this weekend. I went outside, I had the chills. I was like, man, this weather is so up and down. I went to sleep and I had diarrhea and a fever. I'm shitting and sweating all night. At that point, I was like, fuck, I should never ate that White Castle.
I just don't care about germs. So, I don't know, it was hard for me sometimes with the mask. Like, I would be like, I don't want to wear it, I'm not scared. But it's like, it's not about you. Like, it's about other people. I had to remember, like, I created a mantra for myself to remind myself of that. Because it was like, okay, you don't care if you get it, you just don't want to give it. You're fine if you get it, you just don't want to give it. It's like oral sex. Like, you just don't want to give it to the elderly, you know, or your parents. It'd be awful. It's like, go down on your mom or dad like that. I just couldn't live with myself. I'm sorry for that imagery, but like, now that it's out there, like, if you had to go down on one of them, like, who would it be? Like, if you had, like, just, and I'm not saying that to be outrageous, I promise you. I'm not saying that just so you're like, she's shocking and gross. I'm only saying that because I thought it once, and I don't want to be alone with that, okay? So that's, you have to have it too now.
It'll keep going. It'll be new forms, different things. That's what spring is. Every spring, every animal has that look in their eyes like, yeah. Flowers like Barry White going, oh, baby, give me your hairy stamen now. That's why your dog looks at you like, listen, man, you got a choice. Okay? I can either hump your leg or leave the house. It's up to you. Your choice. It's a time when your cat looks at you like, have you ever seen this before? Basically, it's that urge. It's springtime. It's nature crying out, let's party! It's time to go wild and do that dance of love. It's time when male birds do that incredible thing where they go, check it out, check it out, check it out, I'm incredible, check it out. And the female birds are usually going, maybe, maybe, yes. And we, as human beings, we are driven by the same sexual desire. Men, you know you have a tiny creature living between your legs that has no memory and no conscience. You know that. You know you have no control. There is no control over this tiny beast. You wake up in the morning, he's been up 5 minutes before, you're like, how you doing?
The dancing on TikTok was never sexy independent of the app of TikTok. Gentlemen, let's say you get a girl to go home with you, all right? Let's say you get a girl to go back to your apartment by the grace of God, and you bring her back. You should know, boys, first of all, You get naked so fast. Like, you're like, do you want to have sex? The girl agrees, you signed the contract, it's all good, NDA done. She has barely even said, like, okay, and you're like, you ready? It's like, is this America's Got Talent? Like, quick change, naked. Uh-oh. Was that made of Velcro? You get naked so fast, and then it's uncomfortable because we're sitting there as women, like, barely taking off our overalls, like, oh my God, and you are naked trying to make us comfortable, like, did you want a snack? Or... cup of soup in the car. While we appreciate that, you should just know that's uncomfortable because there's us half naked in the corner, nervous. You are hovering over us naked, trying to give us food. It feels like we've been kidnapped.
You know, it's also unsafe. Shower sex, don't do it. Guys and girls like it different temperatures. Girls like it lava hot because we're related to Satan, and guys like it lukewarm because they're boring. And if you go to his place, he will not have conditioner, which is chaotic energy, or he has a 2-in-1, which should be called zero because I feel dirtier after using it. Then you're in the shower and he's taking up all the hot water and you're freezing your tits off and you're like, how did I become Jack at the end of the Titanic? Because there's room for me here. There was room on that fucking door. Anyway. So then you take your hair also and you have to find time to put it at the back of his shower wall. This is female graffiti. Mark your territory. Pee while you're doing it. Once a guy texted me to sit on his face. There's a lot of logistics to that as well. You don't sit, guys. You have to hover. Like you're at a porta potty at Coachella, okay? And if you drop, horrible things could happen. Do I like the fact that my uneven labia could suffocate a tiny man? Absolutely. We went there.
And I loved castles as a kid. I like a lot of books on castles, and they're gay. It's like moats, wizards, secrets. So anyway, there I am at medieval times, and I'm just... Remember medieval times? What a ridiculous, like, on God, like, faggot. Okay, so, I know. So, anyway, there I was, and first of all, there was like 60 people in the audience, and it was this huge room, so it was just echoey and terrible. I was gonna bomb, and no one knew who I was, so I did my stupid joke, right? They're like, Mateo Lane, and I walk out, and I'm like, hi, thanks so much, I'm obviously gay, and then this guy just stood up and went, nope, and walked out. I know, which is fine. If he doesn't want to be there, that's fine. But the whole time I was on stage, I just kept thinking to myself, I'm like, what did he think I was going to do? For a whole hour. Just, thanks so much, I'm obviously gay. Close the doors! Anal, you know, it's like...
I joke around, man. Love who you love. You understand me? I see interracial couples in here, nigga. And my nigga, you know, you with your white woman tonight, you're taking a chance. That's all I'm saying, nigga. Love who you love, but nigga, you taking a chance. She got that phone call she can make, man. All she gotta do is 911. He's raping me. Nigga, you going to jail. Who you think they gonna believe, nigga? I ain't fucking around. Sally, you're safe with him. But love who you love, man. You know how hard it is for y'all to be in an interracial relationship? Y'all was probably tortured on the way in this room. Cause motherfuckers be talking shit. Sister's cold, nigga. Look at that nigga with that white bitch. Couldn't handle us, huh, nigga? Had to go get you a snow bunny, nigga. Probably little dick motherfucker. We didn't want your black ass, no way. Leroy be walking with Sally. Sally, come on, they're gonna kill us. Brothers, we the same way. We see a sister with a white dude, we go the fuck off. Get your money, bitch. Get your money, bitch. Yeah, you couldn't handle that anaconda, huh? Get your money, bitch. Sister be like, what? I was just saying something.
So, my homegirl's like, we should go to the gym. Let's go to the gym. Like, your body used to be banging. You was a track star. You used to run cross country, used to do all these things. Get that body back. Get back in the gym, Tiffany. Get back in the gym. I said, I became a comedian so that I could get fat if I felt like it, bitch. Yes, I'm drinking out of a plastic straw. Because I'm a motherfucking rebel. I know it's illegal. I can smoke some weed up here and that's totally legal, but drinking out this straw? So bad. You looking like you want to call the police on a bitch.
Oh, women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. Those fucking dinosaurs. Oh. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you? You fucking turf whore.
I mean, murderers. Do you hear me? Real live murderers. I thought black people killed people by accident. No, these motherfuckers was murderers. I met one brother, his name was J-Bo. Motherfucker lift weights, he was in charge of it. J-Bo, muscles every motherfucker. Where's my man? Muscles. He was doing a sentence, triple life. How in the fuck do you do triple life? I mean, if he die and come back, he got to go to penitentiary. Right? They say, fuck kindergarten, get your little old ass back in the penitentiary, motherfucker. You know what you did last time you was here. Gene Wilder loved to jump in the middle of the killers and start talking, hi guys, how you doing? I said, Gene, bring your ass out. What do you think they do to us if we were here, Rich? I say, fuck us.
We didn't talk about how they're taking away your scoop scoops, ladies. Isn't that fucked up? They trying to take away your scoop scoops? It's unbelievable. I just want to let y'all know right now, ladies, I am with you. I think it's your body, your choice. I agree with you on that, 100%. I agree with you when you say that men should have no say in the decisions you make with your bodies. Those are your decisions to make and yours alone. And I feel that way because at the end of the day, when we all go up to heaven and God's like, why are we all killing babies? We're going to be like, y'all. I think they were very clear whose decision this was, God. Looks like you need to pay for your sins, babe. Even though I paid for your sins. Come on, y'all. Chivalry ain't dead till that baby is. You know the rules.
The problem with me being single is that I hate dates. I hate dates. If a guy ever asks if I'll go out with him, my answer is always no. It's just an immediate, it's me throwing up. No. But I'm very polite. I'm very polite about how I turn them down. I usually say something like, yes. So I go on lots of dates. I'm doing the apps. I'm on the apps, which are a bummer. Anyone on Bumble? More like Dumble. Thank you for laughing at that. I wrote that. Thank you. I get paid to tell jokes. Hinge? More like cringe. Better. Tinder? More like I don't feel safe here. I don't want to...
Takes a bit of getting used to over here as well, a lot of things, but the dating, I've had to be putting a bit more focus on of late because I'm around that stage in life where I should be settling down and having a green card, you know. And see, you have to, the dating over here is mad. You guys love unnecessary activities. Like outdoors, very different Ireland. In Ireland, you see a mountain, you tend to just leave it alone. Never do we feel the need to cover ourselves in Lululemon merchandise and Patagonia jackets and fill every available orifice with Cliff Bars. As if you might starve in that 2-hour period. And drag your potential mate up to the top, all the way, only to point down and be like, look at the view down there. And you're like, I know, that's where I should be.
You're the fucking worst. I've tried dating you people. It's a fucking nightmare, right? I don't care how smooth your fucking skin is. I'll take an old person with a better fucking attitude, you pricks. Yeah. You date a millennial. I used to have nice outings. You used to go to a beach and you'd watch a sunset. Nah, fuck that. Sunsets are ruined because you cunts all want to do yoga poses while I stand back here going, did I do a good photo? Heaven forbid I walk past a wall where someone's painted some fucking wings on. That's my whole day fucking ruined. See, here's the thing about you. You are the most progressive generation that's ever been. That is true. You are the most progressive generation that's ever been. But here's something for you. Every generation before you has also been the most progressive generation that's ever been. You're not fucking special.
Listen, I'm Nigerian, okay? 100% Nigerian, all right? I was fucking born here, but I'm still African. But people question me, you know what I mean? Even Nigerians after the show question my Nigerianness when I fucking explained it. And they think they're slick. They be like, Godfrey, we enjoyed your show. And that's how Nigerians talk at our face. We enjoyed your show. You said you're Nigerian. What? What part? Because, you know what I'm saying? Just because I talk like this, there's a lot of Africans born here. We talk normal, like, yo, I'm from the Congo, all right, man. I'm from Nigeria. They want us to be like, hello, everybody. I am happy to be here. And they want us to laugh like this. Ha 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 ha. The fuck out of here, man. What do you want? You want this too? What is your name? Chuku Ome Tokumbo Amawale Chuku Junior.
I am a wuss. I live in New York City. When I moved there, I had a huge fear I was gonna get mugged all the time. Because look at me. I'm pretty clean cut. I have most of my teeth. I look like I carry a wallet. I look very muggable. I got over my fear because I learned a trick, and I use this trick all the time. Whenever I think someone might try to beat me up or mug me, I fake a Russian accent. It's genius. Be walking home late at night, two dangerous looking guys walk up to me like, hey man, you know what neighborhood you're in? You think this bad neighborhood? I make you pray for death. I don't think I'm gonna mess with this guy. He sounds way too comfortable with violence.
First sale, I'm thinking it's gonna be clean. I see this dude named Kirk. Kirk said, what's up, youngster? I said, what's happening? He said, man, you got something? Something like what? Let me get a dime from you. I turn my back this time. I don't want nobody all of my shit. Pull a dime in my hand, I come up, boom. Boom, I give him the dime, he give me the 10. And I'm thinking that is clean sale. I turn around, it's a lady standing there. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She punched me in the goddamn jaw. So I push her, I'm like, bitch, what you doing? And then the dude jump on me, and I'm fighting both. I'm like, I'm fighting a goddamn dope fiend couple out here. I said, man, I'm 14, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I get away from them, I'm coming through the neighborhood kind of quick. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see Jeff say, man, what's wrong with you? I said, man, I said to this dude, and then this lady hit me in the jaw. He said, oh, Kirk and Gwendolyn? Oh, boy, ain't no clean sales with them. You see Kirk, you got to watch for Gwen. You see Gwen, you got to watch for Kirk. But they wild.
I just got back in town. Very happy to be here. I was walking through my neighborhood, down the sidewalk. I was passing this guy. Right when we were passing each other, he said to me, he said, ah, them a little titties. I thought you was a man. And it's like, okay if you think that, and okay if you say that to yourself. But that thought had to go through several layers of filters in his mind and a checklist. And he still decided, yeah, I'm gonna need to say this.
I didn't know that I looked busted today until a homeless man didn't bother asking me for change. And he asked everyone, all right? He was like, hey, brother, hey, brother, hey, brother, hey, brother. Hey, brother, hey, brother, hey, brother. Oh, it hurt my soul. I took an Uber to get here, and I've come to a decision. We should not be able to see the car in the app on the way to pick us up. It's a bad idea. You are only watching mistakes. You are just watching like, oh yes, 6 rights and you'll be here. That's perfect. That is wonderful. That's just what I wanted, you know? No, take another right. That makes sense. No, you should pass me. You're right, you know? Sometimes the car will disappear and then reappear in a place that is still not here. You know what I mean?
Nothing that I know can help you with your car ever. Unless you're like, hey, I've got a flat tire. Does anyone here know a lot about The Cosby Show? And then you'll be like, oh, perhaps I could be of some assistance. I'm one of the worst drivers I've ever seen, and I just want you all to know that if you're ever on the highway behind me, I hear you honking, and I also don't want me to be doing what I'm doing. I don't like that I'm in that lane either. And I sure would like to get out of it. I was on the highway in Texas recently, which was like a highway filled with 13-year-olds. And I was in the far left lane. And I was going in the far left lane, and then it turned into a U-turn only lane. And I started to make a U-turn, but then I panicked because I didn't want to make a U-turn. So I put the car in reverse and then merged right back onto the highway. The best thing about that was that after that, cars were pulling up and looking over to see who just did that piece of shit move. Expecting to see like a 100-year-old blind dog who's texting while driving and drinking a smoothie. Instead, they see a 28-year-old healthy man trying his best.
This is what you do, okay? When you see the lights go on, that's when I want you to start taking deep breaths. Calm down, relax, you're in control, okay? He'll be shining the flashlight, and when he comes up to it, he goes, excuse me, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Don't answer that first one. Don't, you stare, and you just stare straight ahead. Now, the power's switched. You're in control. He's confused, disoriented. Whoa, why isn't this guy answering me? Is he deaf? What's it? What? That's when I want you to let him ask you again. Excuse me, sir. Do you know why I pulled you? And this is what I want you to do, okay? Bold, powerful, confident. Take your finger, put it to his lips, and go, shh. And let him know gently so he knows you're in control. Stroke his mustache. Just. and then take off.
Can't ask nobody how they doing. It always leads back to money. I asked my Uncle John, I said, Uncle John, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, man, goddamn. Oh, Chris, man. Oh, Chris. Chris, man. Oh, Chris.
You know somebody in some pain when they say, oh, they howling your name. Ooh.
Oh, I'm so glad you said something, son. The Lord must be speaking to you today, Chris. Chris, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna pay all these damn bills, Chris.
Anybody here bought a Pokemon card recently from a store in Toronto? Nice. Was there a jacked guy selling it to you? It was at a convention. Okay, he at least gets paid. You're doing that. You're doing that for fun?
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
You're a nerd. That's all right. What's your prized piece in the collection?
I have a $300 Lego figure.
You stole it. Okay, from a child. Who did you steal it from? The store?
One of my old friends.
Your old friends. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that the reason? Did he? This man went crazy. Damn. Why did you guys grow apart? His Legos kept going missing? Was he a good guy? Why did you why did you steal from him?
I wanted it.
You wanted it? You must have had bad parents too. You don't even know basic morality. Is this your dad for real? Come on, man, what the fuck? Was he a bad kid?
Yeah, he had some issues.
He had some issues? That's awesome. You're like, buddy, listen, the Deadpool figurine's the least of our problems.
I thought we were done talking. She had another question. She was like, well, Liz, what do you do that entire summer off? I drink wine between naps, Cheryl. That's what I do. I teach Gen Z, and they're interesting because they'll respect your pronouns, but not you as a person. I asked a kid to put his phone away the other day. He told me he was going to find my house and kill me. I was like, dude, that is wild. That you think your teacher can just have a house in LA like that. How are you gonna hate me and believe in me at the same time? Like, don't kill me, make me a vision board, you little shit. Let's manifest.
My cousin Ray, on the other hand, thinks killing a deer with a deer rifle is magic in the forest, and I'd like to do for you now my impression of my cousin Ray after the big kill. Hell, it was 4 in the morning, 22 degrees outside. Of course, you weren't there. Pussy. I'm in a camouflage deer blind with grease paint on my face. I've got deer urine on my boots. I'm not sure why. I made that part up. I got a 30-06 with a 12-power scope and a bullet that'll travel 2,200 feet per second. When that deer looked up to lick the salt sucker I'd hung from the danged old tree, caught him right above the eye. Yeah, well, I hit one with a van. going 55 miles an hour with the headlights on and the horn blowing.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm a brown guy in Texas. That's kind of a tough thing, you know? Texas, everything you're thinking in your head about Texas is true. All the give us your uterus, it's all true. It's rough. This guy, I was at a party. This guy genuinely came up to me. He was trying to figure out if I was a Hindu or Muslim. But what he said, he was like, "Hey man, are you Islam or Pakistan?" And I was like, I'm furious right now. It's very dumb. I don't know. I am a Muslim. I'm also a millennial. That's why I got this cool costume on. I think Islamophobia is going to die with millennials because millennials and Muslims are basically the same person. They're the exact same, you know, just growing out their beards, quitting alcohol, picking up intermittent fasting. I'm like, just convert, man. You are right there. Let's do this thing. Then COVID happened. Everyone started wearing face coverings. I was like, all right, progress. You guys might not know this, but I actually grew up in a country where women can't drive. It's America, by the way. All right, that's a fucked up joke because I was being misogynistic, but you guys were being racist, so why don't we call it a draw on that one? Nobody wins.
That's a big earring. What did the earring say? What's your name? Shanika. How did I know? Earrings like that, you are not gonna say Kim. Nobody in the history of big ass earrings. Mary. You didn't even see Mary on. I knew that was Shaniqua. If you was gonna ask me like what was the name, there's only like 3 gonna come out of my brain. Tanisha. Holy shit. Tanisha, Shamika. Ooh, yours gotta be a motherfucker. You the oldest. Your name is Anna. There's no fucking way. That's too big of a fucking... You don't go from Anna to Shamika to Tanisha.
Good questions here. Oh, they're not questions, I guess, suggestions. What do we got? That top shelf. What do you got? Can't say, no, you can't say stuff that is already about me. It's just gonna be random suggestions. Is anyone still a Catholic? Why wouldn't you just switch it up to Protestant or like one of the other non-raping sections of Christianity? They all have Jesus, but like your club is like, we're known for Jesus and for fucking young boys a lot. Like, are there any other Jesus ones? Like, oh, there are tons of other ones. You can go Methodist. What's their fucking record on rape? Like, they just never do it? Like, I'm gonna stick with Catholic. Those wafers must be fucking delicious if you're staying in the fucking Catholic church at this point. And people ask me, like, you don't think there's Jews who fucking rape kids? I'm like, yeah. And then when we find out, we report them to the police. We don't transfer them to Boston and hope for the best.
You know, I hate situations where I have to feel guilty. I'm Catholic by trade, so I always feel like that guilt. You know, you pull up to 7-Eleven, there's always that little fucked up looking dude. You know he's gonna ask you for money. You know you got $3 in quarters, but you'll be damned if you give this cocksucker a dime. Go out and rob somebody, cocksucker. People are dying by the million, and you're out here, give me a dime. Fuck you, bitch. But you feel guilty. I really do. I don't give a fuck about giving somebody $3, but fuck, go earn it. Do something, cocksucker. Wash the car, fill the gas up, something. Don't just sit there, can you help me out? Not fucking really. I was where you were. You gotta mug a motherfucker. Hide behind the red box. You know what I'm saying? Somebody comes out, you hit him with one of those fucking videos and you take his wallet. At least you don't put me in guilt. I'll be in pain. It's a different fucking emotion. I hate being guilty. I really do. Sometimes all you want to do is smoke dope and put your feet up and watch TV. And all of a sudden Sarah McLachlan shows up with those fucking animals. And you gotta sit there. And you're like, fuck you, bitch. I already got 7 cats, motherfucker. You start hugging your cats, you guilty motherfucker. And you can't find the remote control and shit.
Yeah, it turned out actually that I had a little bit more relation to Latinos than I thought because my father was actually from Nicaragua. And he migrated here. I don't know, migrate, is that for animals? I don't even know what migrate is, but anyway. He came here in a V formation. I don't know how he got here, okay? But he came here in 1922. My father was 70 when I was born. He was born in 1910. Which is kind of crazy, man. Dude, my grandfather was born in 1880. Yeah. We didn't have any pictures of him. Yeah. We had a description of my grandfather framed on the wall. Somebody wrote down what he looked like, and Mom framed it. And I'd go up by it and be like, just like him. I look just like him. I get it when Mom dies, okay?
Man, I grew up around a lot of white people, you know, and we were all poor. So I grew up around poor white people. Yeah, they exist. And, you know, I felt bad for the ones I grew up with because these cats, they were poor and they had no talent, you know what I mean? So they were just fucked, you know what I mean? All they knew how to do was just walk the earth, you know what I mean? They were just like always confused and shit. I'm like, how'd that building get so tall? That's weird. That's a weird thing. But man, let me tell you, when that TV show Jackass came out, they fucking floored, man. They were like, this is how we're making it out of neighborhood. Forget basketball, man. We're gonna get a bunch of shopping carts, man. We're gonna get a bunch of mouse traps, man. We're gonna get a bunch of scorpions. And I'm like, man, y'all should get a bunch of books to read, you know what I mean? Because these shopping carts ain't really helping y'all knowledge, man. You ain't gaining nothing from it, you know? They still there, man. They were like, man, we're never leaving this town. I'm like, I knew that when I met you. You know, as soon as you spoke, as soon as I heard you talk, I was like, ooh, okay, you staying.
I pay, she gives me the card, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know, I'm doing this to teach you a lesson. I don't know what it is about me, but for some reason, you think that I can't afford to shop here. I don't know what you expect me to dress, like wear to this store, like what, a fucking wedding gown? And need I remind you that I'm shopping at Bloomingdale's and you're fucking working at Bloomingdale's, okay? I gave you my fucking bag, thank you. I left, I was walking off. You guys, that is the closest, like that was like the movie Selena, like, we don't want that dress. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, Pretty Woman, big mistake. Like, that's where I was. I was like, oh. I left, I was like, I was waiting to get to the outside and just lose it, you know? Like, I walked out of that store with pride. I walked out of that store with dignity. And I got into my car and I was like, yes! And I drove to the closest Bloomingdale's to return that fucking bag. Because I couldn't afford it, but I taught that bitch a lesson, and that's all that matters.
50 million boxes flying across America at all times. The airspace above America is just Amazon Prime. Packaging just knocking into each other like satellite debris, right? More Prime. Can't get enough Prime here. We need it Prime. We need Prime harder, faster, stronger. Faster Prime. Prime now. Prime now. 2-hour delivery. Prime now. Give it to me now. When I press buy, put the item in my hand. Now. In America, there should be no lag. 0 lag. Between when I press the button and when the item is gently placed into my hand so I can use it now. Oh, same day delivery? Oh, un-American.
Do you have anything you'd want to teach us about the world?
I wouldn't say anything that you probably haven't already said yourself.
I don't know about that, Socko. How about you give it a try?
All right. The simple narrative taught in every history class is demonstrably false and pedagogically classist. Don't you know the world is built with blood and genocide and exploitation. The global network of capital essentially functions to separate the worker from the means of production, and the FBI killed Martin Luther King. Private property's inherently theft, and neoliberal fascists are destroying the left, and every politician, every cop on the street protects the interests of the pedophilic corporate elite. That is how the world works. Really? That is how the world works. Genocide, the natives say you got to it first. That's how it works.
That's pretty intense.
No shit.
I mean, I get where she's coming from, though. She does tell us, like, the stats on Earth, and, you know, it's doing pretty bad. But I don't want to donate. I don't want to put money into it either. Like, you know, is the Earth going to die if we don't fix it? Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I think we got to be honest with ourselves as a human race. We've run this Earth into the ground, man. We've turned Earth into like a 99 Honda Civic. Like, yeah, I don't want this to die. This is my only ride. But I'm not gonna keep putting money into this thing, man. Like, I do want to care more about stuff like the environment, but then I see people who like really care, and I'm like, man, they got it.
One of my oldest and best friends, she got engaged recently, and then she and her fiance bought a house. I went round to have a look at it. She wanted to show me the house, show me all the rooms. So she was showing me, I don't know what to make. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. She was showing, I don't know what you do when an adult shows you their bedroom. What do you say? I was looking in, I was lovely stuff, very nice. I said, which side of the bed is yours? That's what I said. That's what I asked. And she went, what do you mean? And I said, which side of the bed is your side of the bed? Which side of the bed do you sleep on? And my friend I've known her 15 years. She looked me full in the face and she said, we don't have sides, we just sleep anywhere. So I said, I'm sorry, what the fuck are you talking about? You maniac, what do you mean you don't have sides? You go and pick one at random every single night. You've got no idea what's going to happen as you're walking up the stairs. I was like, where do you cry?
You should have seen how my mom acted when she met Andre for the first time. When he walked into the house, my mom went like this. Put my purse in the room. Put my purse in the room. I got so mad at my mom. I took her to the kitchen. I was like, Mom, are you kidding me? Just because he's black, you want me to put your purse in the room? Are you kidding me right now? And then she got mad at me and made me feel like the racist. Some Filipino Jedi shit. She just looked at me, she goes, just because he's black, Joseph, and I told you to put my purse in the room, you think your mother is a racist? Wow, Joseph. Wow. Wow. I would do that with any stranger, Joseph. White, black, Latino, Asian, I don't care. If I don't know you, put my purse in the room. That's a Louis Vuitton.
He's a cold motherfucker. Let me tell you, this kid is only 16 years old. Listen to what he did to me. This motherfucker calls me up in the middle of the night. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, Dad, don't be mad. I knew something was terribly wrong. I said, what's going on? He said, listen, I'm fine. And don't forget, you told me to do this. I'm at a party, and my designated driver had too much to drink. And me and my friends need you to come pick us up. I said, Jesus Christ, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I am shit-faced.
But then I figured, fuck, it's better me than some kid. I might as well roll the dice and go pick my nigga up. I said, all right, I'm coming to get you. Just give me the address and I'll be right there. And then he gave me the address and I was shocked. I said, son, you are not gonna believe this, but I'm at the same party, nigga.
So I get up, I'm like, oh shit, right? And I start making my way towards the kids. I get about halfway there, and this little boy, this little piece of shit, he just pushes my baby girl over, right? Yeah, she hits the ground, tumbles back, and I'm thinking to myself, God damn, am I gonna have to fuck up a child? Again, right? So I pick up the pace, I get closer to the kids, and this is why my little girl's so dope. This is why I love her to death. She stands up, she dusts her clothes off, she gets chest to chest with this little boy, looks him dead in his eyes and goes, hey! Suck my dick! That's a proud father moment, right, Dad? That's a proud father moment right there. You mean to tell me a 10-year-old little girl knew the proper context to use a phrase like that, was also progressive enough to know it isn't reserved for any specific gender? You being an asshole, you better suck this dick? I'm father of the year, goddamn. Fucking father of the year.
My kids, man. And, you know, I definitely deserve kids, you know? Someone to pass on my demented sense of humor to, you know? Well, I grew up with sisters. I'm the youngest of 4, and just give you a little taste of what I went through. When I was about 11, both of my older sisters convinced me that there was something wrong with me because I hadn't had my period yet. Don't encourage them. My oldest sister gave me a tampon. She's like, you might want to take this to school with you. And then my other sister's like, if it doesn't come in like a month, you should probably tell Mom.
Fucking Latinos, we don't care pink or blue. Is it ours? Is it mine? Bring him over here. He better be fucking darker when he gets over here, because he looks pretty light over there. We don't get wrapped up in all that shit. The people that take pictures of their food, at a restaurant, and then send the picture to you. You're not at the restaurant, but they send the picture of the food to you. You're at home, and you get a picture of a fucking steak, and you're not there. So get a picture of some caca, send it back. Fuck is this? That's before and after, motherfucker. I see your fucking steak. Then you send a picture of your palito, you're like, hey, that's for dessert. Everybody wants some. They're gonna bring you some dipping sauce right there.
Football, it's not like the game. When I came up, dude, football was it was gladiated. It was angry. It was angry. It was just like when we hit somebody, when I played, if you hit somebody and he didn't get up, like we didn't hold hands with the other team and pray, like hold hands and everyone prays for him to get up. We used to do a Indian, like sell a hump dance circle around him, like, yeah, look at you. Oh. And be like, and our crowd's like, he's paralyzed. That's right. Oh. We be looking for his mother crying, be like, that's right, lady. That's what you get for letting him out here with killers. He can't even wiggle his toes. Take his socks. Take his socks. We would tie his socks around our helmet for the next weeks. Like the next team, they knew, oh, that's the team that be tying paralyzed niggas' socks around their helmets to scare them next week.
No, I did coach.
the Special Olympics for a little while, and it's fun. That's another thing you're allowed to talk about. It's happy. Everyone there is sportsmanship. It is funny. Don't let anyone tell you it's not funny, dude. I was there. Everyone there is laughing. It's fun. I coached basketball. Kids would catch the ball, just fucking launch it into the bleachers. People would be like, "What the fuck are you doing out there?" They're like, "I don't know." It's fucking... My whole team ruled. Every dude on my team was they were the funniest. They were bros. They were bros, dude. My whole team loved two things. They loved tits. They do. I don't know if you know these guys, dude. They fucking love the ladies. They love the ladies. And they love John Cena. That's it. That was the news every day. We'd be in the huddle. They'd be like, "A lot of ladies here tonight." I was like, "Ooh, yeah." They'd be like, "What do you think John Cena's up to?" Oh, you're going to have to get way worse before you meet him.
I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombas. Know my doctor? And I saw him last week. I told him, "Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong with me?" He said, "I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect." Ah, you kidding? Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. I asked the bartender to make me a zombie. Told me God beat him to it. Well, I'll tell you know when you're ugly, all right? Well, Halloween, my wife sends the kids out dressed like me. I mean, I'll tell you the whole story, all right? The whole story, okay? All right. I mean, you know when you're ugly. Well, last Halloween, a kid tried to pull my face off. And my kids, they flip a coin to see who has to kiss me goodnight. And I was an ugly kid, too. I told my old man, never took me to the zoo. He said, "If they want you, they'll come and get you." Well, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. No respect at all. You kidding? Well, I was drowning. I was yelling, "Help, help." And the lifeguard ran over. Said, "All right, buddy, keep it down. Keep it down." I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, I called up suicide prevention. They tried to talk me into it.
I told those college kids, I didn't apologize. I'll be honest, man. Men and women aren't equal. I'm sorry if that hurts your little stupid ears. We're not equal. Because equal means the word same. We're not the same. We should be paid equal. We should have equal rights. We should have we should be treated with equal respect. Those things should be equal, but we're not the same. In fact, that's my favorite thing about a woman, is that she's not a dude. Quit pretending we're the same. I don't walk around, "I could have a baby if they'd let me." I can't. We're not the same. People try to make it, we're equal. I want it to be equalized. No, you don't. When any one of you got a babysitter tonight, how many of you picked a dude? None of you. Not because you're sexist, but because you're not dumb.
Only other married people with kids can empathize with the deep envy I feel towards you single people, okay? You don't know how free you are. You can eat an edible at 2 p.m., go to the aquarium and watch the jellyfish go back and forth. You don't gotta bring a giant bag with little Ziploc baggies of goldfish and toy cell phones. You can just go with what's in your pockets. You single people, you don't know what it's like to eat a cold quesadilla that your toddler threw on the floor because it's easier to put it in your mouth than travel to the trash while you repeat to yourself over and over that child abuse is illegal.
You guys know those couples? Everyone knows one couple like that, where like one person in the couple is way hotter and cooler than the other person in the couple. I like to call those couples chocolate-covered raisins. Because you're like, sure, you could put those two together if you want. But every time you see them, you're like, chocolate, what are you doing? You could have been with anybody. You could have been with caramel. You could have been with marshmallow. You could have been with peanut butter, who I heard cures depression. And you want to be with Raisin forever? Like, no offense, Raisin, you're great. We love you. Nature's candy. That's you. But you belong with, like, oatmeal. Like, you know that, right? This doesn't feel good, right? Aren't you scared every day that someone's gonna come along and suck chocolate right off of you? I love this joke. It's like to feel couples in the audience looking at each other like, am I chocolate or raisin? We're both chocolate, right, babe? We're chocolate-covered chocolate. We're like those little Lindorf guys in the foil, you know? I'm the creamy part and you're the shell because you're so strong, and if you leave me, I'll be a mess.
This white girl was laughing at me. Oh my God, you never had s'mores? Oh my God, where you been at? Bitch, you never had menudo. Where the fuck you been at? You never had tongue, lengua? Get the fuck out of here. What part of the country you live at? I remember being hungry all the time, man. I remember being at my friend's house, opening up cupboards, going, damn, bro, you have good food at your house. You have Pop-Tarts? Man, you're fucking rich. I remember he gave me a Pop-Tart. I took that shit home. Then I forgot we don't have a fucking toaster. My mom fried that shit with butter. Flipped it over, fucked up the frosting. I had an empanada now.
Okay? Chicken should not be more than the federal minimum wage. You shouldn't like be frying an hour worth of nuggets at McDonald's and only afford half a chicken thigh at Whole Foods. That's messed up. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about like animal rights. I'm all about like free range animal. But I still live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 2 roommates. I'm not even a free range human being, okay? I don't need to eat a chicken to live better than I did. The chicken's on 20 acres in Napa. I'm in 200 square foot in Pacoima. It's messed up. Bullshit. Because this is how they try to sell you on the chicken, like Foster Farms, this corporate company. They're like, the happier the chicken, the better it tastes, right? It's bullshit. Don't listen to that. I want to eat the most miserable chicken possible, so I don't feel bad killing a happy chicken. I want to eat the chicken that's borderline suicidal, you know? Just lost his custody battle, getting divorced and shit. It's gonna kill itself anyways. I'm just doing it a favor.
Hey, if you can't sleep, count sheep. Don't count endangered animals, you will run out. I order the club sandwich all the time, and I'm not even a member, man. I don't know how I get away with it. I like my sandwiches with 3 pieces of bread. So do I. Well, let's form a club. Okay, but we need some more stipulations. Yes, we do. Instead of cutting the sandwich once, let's cut it again. Hell yeah, 4 triangles. We'll position them into a circle. And in the middle, we will dump chips. Or potato salad. Cool, I can deal with that. Let me ask you a question. How you feel about frilly toothpicks? I'm for 'em. Well, this club is formed then. I like to take a toothpick and throw it in the forest and say, you're home. Some people think I'm high on stage. I would never get high before a show, because when I'm high, I don't want to stand in front of a bunch of people that I don't know. That does not sound comfortable. Like when you're high and a joke doesn't work, it's extra scary.
So we're leaving London, Ontario. It bothers me just to say it. We were leaving London, Ontario, headed back to Toronto, and we passed by a strip club named Beef. What? Yeah, your hearing is working just fine. There's a strip club named Beef. Like, can you even wrap your head around the confidence a young lady has to have just to audition at Beef? Like, just to be like, I know they're hiring at Diamonds, but I'm more of a Beef girl. Like, that's such an aggressive name. Even for a casual conversation, to be like, oh, you strip? Where do you strip at? Beef? Jesus. What goes on there? Pretty intense shit, actually. We recommend you start your night at a different strip club and graduate to beef. You don't want to start here. We'll wreck your life. I'd be like, all right, I believe you. Is this not registering to you? Beef is the name of a strip club. Christ, fart is a better name for a strip club. If somebody was like, you want to go to a strip club? It's called Fart. I'd be like, no, I don't want to go there. There's another one called Beef. All right, let's check out Fart. And then...
And all I'm thinking of is sleep, man. All I'm thinking is, oh, I can't wait to hit that pillow. It's gonna be so nice to go to sleep. And I hear, hey, man, you guys wanna go to the Rhino? And I'm like, fuck. That's my voice. So I look at them to see if they heard it too. And they're like, it's open, it is open. It would be open right now. All men need is one dude in the group that's more fucked up than everybody else. And then they feel normal. You know, you could be the craziest whoremonger of all time. You're like, well, I'm nothing like Jimmy. Jimmy's a fucking animal. You just need that one dude. Let's go to the game, let's go to the game. Let's get coke and hookers. And then there's silence and someone goes, are you serious? Who's serious? Are you serious? And then you always have to have the conversation with the wife. Why are you even hanging around with him? He's so beneath you. I'm loyal. He's a good buddy. I don't agree with the way he thinks about women, but...
Did you ever try to do this? I tried this in July in Tucson, Arizona, and failed miserably. Did you ever try to sleep sober? Ever try to do that? It's completely impossible. I tried. I got a meeting at 6:30 in the morning. I got a flight to LA for a meeting, so I'm trying to be responsible. And I'm just laying there in a hotel. No people or conversation, no distractions, sober, and no television, just your head on a pillow. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you mother... Because that's when the carnival kicks into high gear. You're almost 40 years old, you fucking loser. How long are you gonna do this? How long are you just gonna get drunk and amuse shitheads for a living? Well, there must be something that rhymes with orange, lorange, smarange, orange. This fucking music is playing in there and it always sucks. We didn't start the fire. Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna go to bed!
And as luck would have it, I was in New York City in June, which I quickly found out was Gay Pride Month. The whole month. And let me tell you something, the gay guys show up strong. It is wall to wall. The fucking island is almost tipping over. There's so many of them. And I'm sitting there like going, oh my God, 30 days of this shit? I'm walking around with this orange Freddie Mercury fucking dick broom on my face. I am going to be getting harassed up and down the street. I was an actor shake, man. I was fucking shredded. I got to tell you something, man. When I tell you 30 days of June, not one gay guy even fucking looked at me. Forget about even hit on me. I have never felt so old and undesirable in my life. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. It's this one thing as a man, when you get so old that women don't look at you anymore, like you know you're gonna hit that age. You know that day's coming, but nobody tells you at some point you're gonna get so old, not even a man wants to fuck you, right?
And gay people just take shit that used to be everybody's and make it gay. Remember when you was a kid, you just draw a picture of your house? You put a nice big rainbow in the sky? Gay. They done took the rainbow. I want the rainbow back. You can't have the rainbow, goddammit. We didn't vote on this shit. I didn't get an email. Fuck you, you greedy bastard. How many colors do you need, goddammit? And what the fuck does a rainbow have to do with sucking dick anyway? Ain't like it's magically delicious. Isn't that right, girls? Because if it was, it'd be so hard to get you to do it once in a while, huh? Mm-hmm. And look, if you're gay and you're all worked up, well, guess what? It's just a fucking joke. Even though personally I do want the rainbow back, it's just a fucking joke. Look, you can take a dick in the ass, you can damn sure take a joke.
As a matter of fact, a couple weeks ago, I was out in LA. I went to Disneyland. By accident, I walked into the House of Mirrors. I thought I died and went to heaven. It's unbelievable, you know what I'm saying? Philly's a tough town, though, I'm telling you. No, I like Philly. I love the East Coast attitude, but I'm coming down here tonight and this cop pulls me over. He pulls me over. That was his first mistake. And he goes, you know, I clocked you at 60. I go, well, asshole, I would have hit 90, but you stopped me. I don't like cops, you know? Cops get on my nerves, you know? The guy turns around to me, he goes, you drunk? I go, yeah, I'm horny too. Want to blow me? He goes, that's it. He goes, that's it. Get out of the car and tell me the alphabet. I go, A to Z. Backwards Z to A. Now, can I go? Grown man stops me. He goes, all right, that's it. Walk the white line. I go, number one, the line is yellow and I don't work without a net. We understand each other.
A lot of what? A lot of Jews here? They gotta go somewhere. Jewish?
Nice.
Single? No, both married. Where are your husbands? They didn't want to come? They did want to come? Oh, all right, never mind. I won't fuck their wives. Never mind. In the white, what's your husband do? Banker. A banker. Jewish? Okay. And what does yours do? He's an anesthesiologist, and you're a gynecologist. You guys don't work together, do you? How many vaginas do you think you've seen in your life? Not including yours or your friends. You've seen what? You've seen more than me? You'd have to work overtime, bitch. There's no way.
But that's not what it was. The reason why she wanted a house with a chimney, because we were poor as fuck and we couldn't afford light and gas, so she would always keep the fucking lights on and we would have to cook in the fucking fireplace. Nigga, you would come over our house in the summertime, it's 100 degrees, we got a Cracker Barrel fireplace going. Nigga, with a whole rack in there frying chicken on pine wood, the walls sweating, we in our underwear, looking like we just got off a fucking boat. My mama got the only fucking fan in her face watching The Young and the Restless. Pine wood and grease back there popping on her. We back there, Mama, it's hot, it's hot. She was like, take it like a man. I'm like, bitch, I am a girl. A couple days later, I get to school, y'all, and my principal coming to me, a big old tall man with thick ass glasses. Looked like if he couldn't read, he could have made it to the NBA. He come up to me and he was like, young lady, I need to speak to you in the office. So I walk in the office and no lie, the police there, the counselor there, my teacher there, and he's there. And all these motherfuckers standing there looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Because you know I've been cussing my whole damn life. And he looked at me, he said, we noticed that you got a bunch of bruises and blisters and burns all on you. We want to know what's going on at the house. Are you a cutter? I'm like, nigga, no. I was frying chicken in the chimney.
So by the time I got to kindergarten, I was a trained verbal assassin. I walked into kindergarten with some swag like, I hope someone fucks with me today. And someone did. Someone did fuck with me. I will never forget this. First day of school, we're all lined up, right? And we're taking roll. This kid runs out of line in front of the entire class, runs right up to me, points his finger in my face and goes, ha ha, you're little. I looked at him and went, ha ha, your mom doesn't live with your dad anymore. Tears. I live in California. I had a 50-50 shot at getting that one right. So he starts crying. I get sent to the principal's office. I'm sitting there in the office. It's me, it's the principal, it's the kid. Kid's still crying because he's a bitch. And then the principal looks at me and goes, I can't believe you made him cry. I'm calling your father. do it. All right, I'll do it. So he gets the phone out. He calls my dad, gets my dad out of work, and says, Mr. Williams, I'm here with your son Brad. He's in my office today because he made another little boy cry at school. What do you have to say about that? Here's what my dad said. He goes, did he start it or did he finish it? Yeah. I see the old school parents clapping right now because you know what that means. Some of the younger parents are like, what are you talking about? Did he start or did he finish it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Brad. Both children made fun of each other. They should both be punished equally. They should be put in timeout. They should put in timeout, Brad. Timeout means they can't use their Xbox for 3 minutes. It's not good. They'll think about what they did, and then they'll be done, and they'll want to learn something, and they'll want to go outside. Now, before they go outside, though, it's very scary outside. So you want to dip your child in a big vat of Purell. Just dip them in that Purell. So there's no germs on them, but they could fall. So you want to be prepared for that. So you put a helmet on them. You put some wrist pads, some elbow pads, some knee pads, and then if they play competitive sports, even if they get last place, you can't hurt their self-esteem. So if they get last place, you give them a 3-foot-tall trophy, and at the bottom of it, it says, "You're special. Fuck you." Fuck you. Stop it. Stop it. That's not what you do. Did you start it or did you finish it? Because you're never, ever, ever supposed to start a fight. But if you're in one, you better damn well finish that thing. That's the rule. If you start a fight, you're an asshole. If you finish it, you're a goddamn hero. That's the difference. So my dad says that to him, and the principal goes, well, to be honest with you, he finished it. Then my dad says this on the speakerphone. He goes, well, problem with your school is not my son. Problem with your school is the other kid's a pussy. Click. And I'm dancing around the office. That's my dad. That's my dad. And then I looked at the other kid. I'm like, you see, that's what a father does. You would have no idea what a father does. Finish him.